Okay, welcome. Welcome to the dungeon. Welcome back to the continued orchestrated collapse of this steaming pile of dog shit we're forced to call our society. I have kidnapped your host and have him tied up in the back. And so this is why he's not here just yet.
I'm just kidding.
Have this cool mic. No,
But yeah, welcome back. How's it going, people? Been a while, hasn't it? How we doing? Is everything checking out? You guys hear me? Hear everything? It's all good. Been so long since I've done this. I don't know how it works anymore. But it's good to see y'all. Welcome. Doc Holiday is Jack. Of course, we know it's our good brother. We got Joey in the house. Joey always here. Awesome. Good to see you. Winmore also in the house. Good to see you too. And yes, it has been a while. And it all started from a strike. Finally got a strike, right? And then there's been shit happening. Shit happening here. I've been having to do all types of different shit to keep afloat. I had to run up to Fairbanks. That's what happened last week. And then the week before that, there was, I got a bunch of, well, let's just say hatred, right? Remember going through the whole fucking estate here? My siblings finally sent in their letters to the court proclaiming that I'm the Antichrist and all that. And so I've been digesting that, and I'm having to go through a new strategy, of course. I've seen that I can tell that their group attorney has advised them to attack my character, and so they can that way use that to try to attack the holographic will that my mother left. They're trying to imply that I fabricated it. Wow, right? I know the worst shit comes out. And all this will be disprovable in court. Eternal extrapolation is awesome. Hello, John. How you doing? How you doing? It's so good to see you. Fucking A, man. I haven't had much time to do much of anything really, except for I've been having to work on these drum orders and shit to keep myself afloat. And I am not doing the fair this year. That's the other big thing. Because if I was, I wouldn't be here right now. I would be at that fucking hell sty putting up with all the bullshit that I have to put up with there. And this is the first year in many that I'm not. And you know what? It feels goddamn good to know that I don't have to go to that fucking place. And I'm telling you that with all honesty. I'm so grateful. And I'm so grateful to be here sharing time with you guys. My family. As you know, I am no longer have any blood related ones. They have pretty much proven that something that I've known forever, just by the venomous hatred that has been shot my way by them. Fuck my one oldest brother, the one that's never even been in Alaska for 40 years. Been here twice in the 40 years, right? He recommends I be evicted from this premise to hang on to the valuable heirlooms, the valuable heirlooms of secondhand junk that my mom left, right? But it's just all hatred and projection. And the sad part is it's the projection that, the respect no respect they show to my mom. And that's what's the worst part. Rev Truth, welcome. Welcome. How you doing? Good to see you too. Good to see you all. As a matter of fact, check out some comments. What do we got way back here? Of course, we've been waiting. It's been a while. We need to catch up. Jack says he's kind of sick, might not be too coherent. Oh my God, sorry about to hear that. He's saying that feeling under the weather, strange. The weather has been good here. Well, we know what type of assault we're all under. And so that's probably it. Normally a healthy person like you, yourself, ourselves, right? We don't get this. So we're getting directed, frequency vibration attacks. I'm certain that we are. And because I haven't been feeling the greatest either. But I'm at least not, too far down, even though all of this shit has really taken a big toll on me. All of this stuff. This is why I tell everybody, be sure you have your property in a trust before you leave this plane of existence. Make sure it's in a trust that will pass seamlessly to your benefactors the very moment that you pass, and not have to go through all this shit that I'm having to go through, because it's been over a year and a half and we still haven't made it to step one, which will happen anytime now, I guess. We'll get to go to this hearing where they get to spew venom at me, and I'm not even going to play the game. I'm not getting in a pissing contest. I'm just going to sit there and take it all. And then my only testimony will be, it's my only hope that you honor my mother's wishes. That's all. That's all. Not my decision. It was hers. So they forget that. I didn't decide this. Doc Holiday, Reg, your hair looks great, but thank you. Thank you. I got a hat on because I've been working and I've been wearing my hat, and it's like chopped most of it off, right? As you can see, I wanted it to be short till at least the end of the summer, when it would come back to, whatever. And so Rev saying, I can relate to your relationships with your bros, Reg. I have similar history with my shitty bros. I know this whole thing we were talking about too. I mean, I have a friend here, a guest, one of my good friends, stopping through. He's got to go Fairbanks here pretty soon, but he's hanging with me, which is awesome. Good to have company. And we're going to talk about this because I've never known to ever have anything other than a bully victim relationship with any of my brothers, right? It's always been that. And I understand that there's families out there that actually love and care about each other, and it'd be kind of cool to ever have that. But I know now that's never going to happen, and so I've accepted it. At least I had a loving relationship with my mother. She was an angel and a saint, and that was awesome. So at least I had that. But of course, unconditional motherly love, right? Rev, I ordered some moringa to get energy boost. Yeah. What do you know about this stuff? Now, I've only just heard of it, right? And I'm sure if it's natural herb, it's going to work well. I'll go back to the Sheila G. Sheila G is going to be the best for that, energy-wise. Jack says you can come on, but feel horribly. And there you are. Welcome, brother. Welcome.
Cheers, brother.
Well, we got
I feel so shitty.
Let's begin with prayer.
Yes, sir.
And so we'll go ahead and we'll say, Father, we come before you with all love, honor, and respect. And we ask just angels of healing, angels of comfort to go to everyone who's hearing my voice right now, and especially our good friend Jack, and just let him feel better. Next time he steps out, I'll encourage him to take off his shoes and ground earth, and so he can get that instant boost. And we've considered it done, and we thank you in Jesus' name.
Man.
And that's everybody. And I know I need to remind myself too, whenever I'm feeling like crap, bro, that's literally what I do.
No, you're right, Reg. And you know what? I'm going to go do that right now, because that's what I do. Whenever I feel at my worst, and I go step out on my stones. I have stone walkway, and I go step out here. Yeah. And,
grab
I
that
feel better.
energy.
Yes. I feel better immediately.
100%.
Thank you, sir.
Awesome. Yeah. I have to
How
do
you
that
doing,
all the
brother?
time.
Man, I haven't heard from you. You haven't been on for a few weeks.
Yeah. It started out with the strike, and then it's been just different circumstances. I've been having to, I had to run up to Fairbanks, and then the last one, it was a Wednesday when all the bad news came in, and I was just like, man, I can't go on, man. Right? I couldn't do it. And so that was the one after the strike. And then this last one, I was in Fairbanks. And so now back, and I would have been at the fair had I been still doing that shit, but I am not doing it. Woohoo. And so grateful that I'm here with you guys rather than being at that fuck place, right? And
I mean, you look really good, man. I mean, I know you've been going through it recently, but you look good. You look good.
Good to see you. You too. You look great.
Yeah, you look good, brother.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome to be back here with the fam. And so Rev saying she's Infowars sold out, living fence. Oh, for a long while now. Yeah, they were selling that shit so cheap that it doesn't surprise me, right?
Yeah, and I've been getting the alpha
Damn, I'm
male.
sorry to hear that because I want some too, right? And she's asking if I had some to purchase, but I'm sorry. You got to go
I've
to
been getting,
Global Healing. Global
yeah, I've been
Healing.
getting the alpha male. Yeah, that the alpha whatever
Yeah.
that shit is, the drops.
Oh
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah.
Alex
I got
doesn't
some right
play
here.
around.
No. It's the good stuff, man.
It's
That's
the real shit, man.
the real McCoy. Yeah.
It really is. You know, it gives you all that stuff you need, the silver iodine, everything. I mean, he really helps you.
Speaking of which, take a little boost myself. That tastes so good, man.
Oh, I love
this
it.
stuff.
I love it.
But you do want to
Oh,
drink
you can
a little
even
bit of
get the
water out.
girl. Hey, the girl version. One time they sold out of the male
Yeah, I
version.
like that stuff better.
Yeah, but the girl version too works real well.
It's got Sheila G in it. It
Yeah.
does. Yeah. And so I like it better too. And so I
Yeah.
get whichever one's on sale.
Whichever one, brother. They both help me.
Okay, so you're gonna have to go to Global Healing for it. It's called Paratrex on Global Healing. Should be in stock there. It's just the same stuff, different name. Rev sitting in the grass right now. Awesome. I spent some time at the creek down here. Got some fish. I got some fish this year, bro.
Hell yeah. No, you sent me the text. I saw that. That was great. You grilled those fish up. That was great.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was so good. And I jarred a bunch up. And so it was awesome. We got Slow Boy in the house. Welcome. Says she's driving. Good to see you too.
Yeah, she's always working, brother.
Oh, no doubt. That's definitely a working person there for
She's
sure.
a workhorse. You know, she's a workhorse. So am I. You know, we could be considered under the devil's system, but whatever, man. We're trying to help. You know.
Yeah, we have to continue to live our lives too. We can't.
Yeah,
just,
you know, we're trying to help. You know, whenever people work a lot, that means they pay a lot of taxes and trying to help everybody, man. Just, you know, I know we pay into the devil's system, but damn,
Yeah, we're all stuck into the system that we
we're
didn't
really
create, right?
stuck in the system, Reg. I really wish that we could come up with a way to not be stuck in it, but I can't figure it out, bro.
Oh God, dude, I spent a lot of time on trying to solve that riddle too. And then of course, okay, this is what it breaks down to is that okay, what keeps us stuck in it? Mostly food. We have to eat, right? And
Yeah,
so I started to think, okay, if you could literally grow or catch, kill, barter, whatever, all the food that you need to eat, then you could sever that one link of the chain at least,
true,
right?
true,
And
true,
so,
true.
but who can do that, right? And so
Well, you're right. You're right,
you have to
man.
have a community like the Amish, right? And stuff
Dude,
like
you're
that.
so right. That's so true. The food, I think you're right. The food, and then plus the
That's the main
electricity.
link.
The electricity also.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it starts with the food, and then you realize, okay, then I need to be able to provide myself with the other vital substances needed to survive. You know,
Right.
water, air, uh, human companionship.
Well, you know, Reg, I had made that video. It was only like 48 minutes, my last live stream, a real short
Uh-huh.
live stream. But they took it from me and said that I took it down again and didn't give me a strike because I was worried, you know, damn, second strike real quick, you know. But they didn't
Yeah.
give me a strike, but they took the video down.
Yeah.
But I did say in that video, I was like, how can we do this? How
Yeah.
can we be part of going away from everything that they give us and
Right.
yet still yeah, you know, Reg, I don't know how to I'm going to be honest with you, brother. I really don't know how to equate the both of them, you know, to get away from the system and still be part of it. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
how to do it, man. You know,
No,
I've been
it's
fighting.
virtually impossible, you know.
Yeah, I've been fighting with that, you know.
And so we got Fish Smell in the house too. Welcome, Fish. Good to see you. There's a question for us back here. I'm just grabbing everybody's comments real quick. We got Matt, Kiss My Ass Tyrants. Welcome, the
Matt,
beekeeper, our bee man.
Matt.
Freaking good to see you too, my friend. I threw out a few texts right here to make sure everybody knew that we were coming on. And then, okay, so here's Slow Boy is asking, want to hear your guys' take on AJ, you know, Bill Hicks. And
Bill.
is of IW having the trance jester on the show the other day. Who's IW? Infowars must be. Yeah, okay. Who's trans jester though? I mean, God, I hate to sound, but every once in a while I don't know of these things, right?
Yeah. No,
Trans-
I don't
wanna
know.
get names for someone?
Transgesture. Yeah, transgesture. Wow, that's a good
Oh,
one though.
the okay, we get it. It's code. They had a mutant on. Oh, wow. I mean, it's maybe just them revealing more of what they really are. Because if they're gonna go trans, we know where they're at.
Sure.
Transgester, that's good. Maybe that was spell check. But no, I didn't see it, didn't know about it. And but there you go. That's my top of the head comment is that we know that he's, controlled opposition. And so but I would have to look into it. The only thing I've watched on M4s lately is a couple Reese reports, right? And you know how we get strikes when we put them on.
Every time.
Yeah. And so Winmore says he had a problem. Since we talked last, I had a drug interaction with alcohol and pills and had a seizure when I was driving, went off the road. Oh, fuck, bro. And couldn't get home. I'm glad nobody was hurt by my hand. I can't drive now. What? Wow. That's insane. But my guess is, of course, it's a medication. It's a Nazi sorcery, I'm guessing. And
Yeah.
so, wow. No, you're gonna have to flush that out if you want to get back behind the wheel, I'm guessing. But wow, we're sorry to hear that. I'm glad everything turned out. And we said the prayer earlier. You're following under that umbrella. Command that you take that feeling better and walk out and step barefoot in the ground and you'll feel it. Rev says, I gotta try this at adrenographis tincture. What adrenal what? It's amazing. No, it sounds good. Gonna have to throw up a link. I think, God, I threw out some wrenches when I got a hold of the thing. I'm wondering if I got everybody with that. But if you're not on there, I'll make sure and get you on, and you can throw out some of these links. Yeah, the Paratrex. Paratrex is the stuff. You can get it. I think they always have it. Winmore says, I think I caused brain damage since the seizure. It's hard to walk now and keep my balance. Wow. No, that's going to take some work to reverse. But I bet it's still reversible. You just got to believe in it, and you could go back into flushing, and maybe you'll get better than that. I mean, balance, yeah, has a lot to do with it. And so we'll be saying another prayer here. Let's do it now. Creator, come for you with love, honor, and respect, and we ask that you just go in and find the blood vessels that need to be healed within Winmore's brain and just help him to get over that and feel better. And we thank you in Jesus' name. So, oh, we lost Jack. Must have some internet problems, but that's okay. And plus, he's not feeling that great. So if you're not feeling that great, bro, then for sure get some rest. Drink some of that water. I'm having a beverage, as my usual, and hang with us in the chat anyway. It'll be all good. Matt says we be tax slaves on the Fed plantation. Yes, for sure. And that's the way I always looked at it. If you want to break those chains of slavery, then you got to, figure it out and get, like I was saying, what keeps us into the system. And it's mainly, the food, air, water. Well, air's mostly free. What it's not poison, but you know what I mean. And that will help you to break the first chain of slavery. I mean, that's why becoming a gardener or a farmer is going to help a lot with that. Urban farmer, where you can literally, if you can grow, gather, catch, kill, or barter for everything you would need to eat in a year, then that's a start, right? If you could do it for a year, that would begin your trail towards doing it from here on, because that's what have to happen to break that chain. And that seems to be the strongest chain in the link, or the strongest link in the whole chain that keeps us bound into the slave system. One more slow, but haven't gone a week and live alone. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little worried. Hey, I was too. I understand that, because when I broke the ribs last winter, completely alone here in the middle of the winter, I as well could have, you know, could have croaked and nobody would have known. Not at all, right? Some people would start to get fishy, but nobody would know for a long time physically because that's just how it is for me living alone too. Fish Mouth Bros, not gonna lie, I've been chilling with the tribe. They're so wrong about the culture, but they treat me good. Yeah. Like you said, on lower levels, everybody's gonna be cool. It's the ones up top that give us all the bad name, right? Um, yeah, it's hard to tell between the seizure and stroke type thing. Somebody says AJ had Blair White on as a guest, was loving her up with words. And remember, AJ got caught with transplant on his phone. Yeah. And some say that he himself is an FTM. And hey, very possible he has no Adam's apple. Logan Garvey, hey Reg, long time no see. Yeah, welcome, Logan. Good to see you too. Hope all is well. It's a roller coaster ride for me still, going up and down, and now getting incredible amount of libelous hate from the others in my family who want their way and don't want my mother's way. They want their way. So heard there's some floods in Alaska. It's very possible. It's a huge state. There things can happen all around this place I'll never even know about, right? And so Fish, I got to have a picture with Miss Maine last Friday. Oh, good. Right on. That's cool. Slow Boy saying Reese report Friday 4th hour are the best things on info drawers. I agree. That's all I usually watch anymore is the Reese report. And so must have had Fish on. Fish on, yeah, no doubt. For sure. Hey, prayers anytime. Those are free and able to do all the time. It's the best thing that can help like-minded people thinking together will make that happen much more than when two or more agreed. And then also your own going out and setting foot on the earth is going to help 100%. Signal in and out. I know what you mean. You're driving, so that's cool. Keep hanging. That's all good. Rev Truth. Okay, she says the herb farm. Okay, good. Herb farm. I like that place. Andrographis liquid extract for the immune system. I'm going to write this down because I would like to check it out for sure. I've been working on drums, so I got things strewn out from hell to breakfast here. I got a drum order. Woo! Making some drums, baby. So, Angiographics liquid extract. For sure, make a note of this. Angiographis liquid. Okay. And it's on Herb Farm. Cool. What does that cost? I'm wondering. But yeah, sounds like good stuff. There's a few other things that I'm looking at too. I got a face brush. Now, Cosmic Peach, I've been on her podcast a couple times, got her introduced to the flush. She did the flush. She looks amazing. She started doing the skin brushing. Found a skin brush for your face, right? This is why I love sharing, because people take it full circle and teach me something about it. So I ordered one. It just showed up. She's going to do a video on how to use it, but I'm going to start using that too. Hopefully make this rugged facade I call my face now a little bit more pleasing. A little less hideous, we'll say. Matt says, fish, I mean, fish right now. Smoke glass and wild caught salmon. Yeah, we've been having that too. Oh, you got the wild caught. Good, because it's happening right now. Perfect time to buy some during the season. You're going to get some of that good red salmon, Bristol Bay. So good. Fish says, Matt, you eat my brothers? No. I know, right? Slow boy, when more did you go to the hospital? Oh, / jail. Oh my God. No, it sounded like you got out. Okay. But yeah, don't go to the hotel, the Nazi Sorcerer Hotel. Don't do it. It's a 15 an ounce and it's tincture for 4 ounces. Oh, okay. Good. That sounds good. I think these are just like a couple ounces, these bottles here. So that sounds like a pretty decent deal. Loken feels for you, Winmore, brother. But anyway, let's show what I've been up to lately. Tee-hee-hee. Boom. Guess what? I got a pool table. Yeah, shit. Scored a pool table. And matter of fact, playing that the other day was one of the only things that made me feel happy. And so got that, and also see the ping pong table in the background. Got that as well. Some fish, me and the pups. There's the ping pong table that I got as well in a combo. So, or no, that's not it. No, that looks like, well, mine's just like that. But yeah. Um, and we'll go to the saved here in a minute and start going through some of my posts that I've kept after we do a little bit more talking. And cheers to everybody. Thank you for joining. Thanks for being here for me. Definitely need people to talk to in this time that I'm going through right now, which has been, fuck, man, it's going to go on forever. I can already tell. It's already been almost a year and a half, and we still haven't even hit square one. But that's coming very soon, and we're going to find out what's going to happen there, if the court is going to honor my mother's handwritten will or not. And so it all hinges around that. If they do honor it, then good for me. If not, then I'm going to have to contest. They're contesting fucking ass. But yeah, that's where I'm at too. It's weird because I have other family members, the kind that actually love and respect each other, that are showing me some support and tell me that they will come in and testify and to help solidify that will. I've been taking notes. I guess this says in legalese, right? The desires of my mom are borne out by the testimony of my aunt and my cousin. So that's one of the things that will work for me. And then, a few other things like that. Got to go in legalese now, right? Stuck in that legal system. So one more. What are you saying there? No, didn't go to the hospital yet. Good. See if anything worse. Managed to get home on adrenaline to avoid any of them. Good. That's good. That's awesome, because that's one less problem that, it can be a nightmare. Stephen Crumley, welcome. What's up? Cheers, everyone. Appreciation for Matt for the heads up on Reg being live. Sweet, for sure. Absolutely. Hanging together on this. But okay, now we'll finally get into the subject matter, which is, everybody heard Maui is fucking on fire, right? Climate change has struck a fatal blow in a concentrated effort on one of the places it hates the most, apparently. Right? That dreaded climate change. And very real torching of the place. But their explanation of it, of course, oh, sure shit doesn't make a lot of sense. But as we all know, we've seen this type of stuff before in California, where everything is burned to a powdery ash, except for the trees. The trees and the plastic, which somehow survives. Climate change loves trees and plastic, though. It hates cars and buildings. But one glance at the pictures, and I knew exactly what was happening. And I'm sure you all do too. And so, but it was definitely climate change, and we're 100% on 10 trillion in taxes. So no strike here. I know it's crazy what they've done. And of course, only in the area that people wouldn't sell out at, local wines, blah, 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 right? All the billionaires' properties are fine. And they're already building back better. So not to worry. Biden sent them $700 each. Lots of money. Lots of money these days. That's big bucks. And they are vaporizing people there very badly. And so looking at it maybe being just like a beta test. And as I've been warning, they're going to burn it. Get your weenies out. It's going to burn, right? And so secondary beta test there. And that's why I keep saying, I mean, not going to fight it out with a traditional army. It's going to go something like this, where they just start torching. And so more and more people saying that it's coming closer and closer to that. other folks saying you're looking like the 10 days of darkness around the corner, all the things we've spoken of, and they're accelerating. And of course, they are, you know, not going to give it a miss. And we keep saying, of course, we're just barely a year out from the next big election where America decides. Hey, American people will speak. They'll say, yes, we want wanton destruction. Yes, we need. So no, I keep saying they're never going to get to that. I mean, even if they do get to it, then they're going to. We know what it's going to be. We know what it's going to be. And so let's see what we got here. Grab a couple. Let me throw out the invite again in case anybody wants to come on board, make this a little more interesting. See what we got going on. Drop the freaking link out. Jack must have lost power, but that's all good. We're so grateful for him joining. And let's see what we got. Slow boy, it's shocking that your aunt and your cousin would try to contest your mother's will. Did they pay for the house? No, you misunderstood that. It's my siblings that are trying to contest my mother's will. All of her own children and my aunt and my cousin are willing to come to bat for me and testify that, yes, my mom, the words in her will are indeed true. And so they're the ones coming to bat for me, whereas it's the rest of my family who is coming against me. And so, what do you expect, right? What do you expect? They sniff a little money in the water, boom, they'll do whatever it fucking takes to get that. And the bonus is they get to fuck me over at the same time, which I know that is a lot of their reasoning, because I've known for a fact that they all hate me because of the way they treat me and talk to me. It's like, you can't hide that, right? And that's how you can tell everything. It's by their actions and not by their words. Anybody can lie, lie, right? But the actions say it all. And, I know this. And I guess they don't, because never figured it out yet, right? My one drunken brother who used to assault all of us and then say, I love you, right? Come on now. Come on now. Right? You can lie to yourself all you want. You can't lie to me. And so that's how it works. And that's how it's always worked. And this is why I've always shown my respect through my actions. And I did that with my mother. I came back and, helped her in the final days, right? Cooked her meals, cooked her 3 meals a day. That's how you show respect, love, honor. Cook them a meal. And so I know I'm the only one who ever did it. And it's so funny because my brother, who's been out of state forever, right? He's the one trying to say, oh, we need to get him out. He's got to get out. I decree he's a danger. Coming from the guy who now calls his daughter his son, right? So yeah, who's a danger to who? So yeah, no worries, little boy. It's okay. Easy to get that switched around. Not a worries, not a worry. Matt says, for the love of shekels, people will throw family into it. Oh yeah. As we all know, Jesus was sold out for coins, right? And they all are. And jealousy is probably a big part of it, Joey. You're correct on that. I've seen that a lot because, well, okay, I know where it all started. I mean, we've never been a close family at all. None of us. Yeah, we're all straight out on our own thing. None of us like even hanging with each other whatsoever. And I used to like hanging with them at times, and I've tried to multiple times with all of them, but they eventually get pissed off and kick me out, get rid of me, get the fuck out of here, fuck you, right? And I knew always with my brother that way. My brother Sam, of course, always bullied me, but it started because I've confessed this on the streams before the Jack stream. I was a bedwetter, and I was cursed with that weak bladder, and was a bedwetter, and I could always tell that they were always ashamed of me and did not like me for that. Right? I know they just fucking hey. That was one of the main things, right? Embarrassed of the little pisser boy. And so after I finally was able to overcome that and blossom into the person I became, I was, you know, really independent and whatnot. And I actually excelled at most everything, especially when it came to the fishing and everything, blah, 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 whatever, right? And then my old man started fucking favoring me. And so they all hated that. And my mom always found me her favorite too, and they hated that. The reason they got lined up. And so it's like, whatever, I've gotten over it. The worst part is just seeing how much they actually did not respect my own mother, right? And it's all being borne out right now. And so it's fucking sucks. And I know I'm different than them because I was born in Anchorage after my mom finally left my dad and started on her new life, right? Started with new DNA even for me. They were all born in the same town, Fairbanks, right? Where she was stuck being abused by my father. So they all came out with that hateful thing. And I came out with an optimism that they lack and will never be able to understand. But I figured it out because I often wondered how I could even be related to these folk that I'm so different from. And I finally figured it out. That was what it was, because I have no memory of my parents being together, but they all do. They all, especially the older kids, they literally lived in the home with the two. And I'm sure it must have been hellish because I'm sure they were fighting. And I never had that. Some of my first memories were of my dad showing up on his motorcycle, screaming how he wants to see the kids, and I didn't even know who he was, right? So of course I was freaked out by him to begin with. Who's that? That's Dad. That's Dad. Oh my God. Right? Not that I could talk back then, hardly. But you see what I'm getting at. Completely 100% different than them, and never will be even. We will never be able to see eye to eye. And I've accepted that. But at least I understand what's happening. Whereas they, who knows what I'm pretty sure they don't understand anything. So you become 100% Reggie, you were the perfect son and took care of her above all else. Fuck the scum, trying to steal from such a good soul. I thank you for your kind words, but I got to update that. I was not always the perfect son, of course, right? I was a douchebag too. And I got myself in a lot of trouble and all kinds of shit. I was a completely different person than you see before you now. But at least I came through in the end, right? And I did. I came through in the end. And the reason why I came back was they were going to try to commit my dear mother into the assisted living retirement home so they get a hold of this property much sooner. And I put the kibosh on that by coming back to help her and then get her health rebooted. So naturally hated me a long time because of that. Foiled that plan back in 2015 and was able to 7 more years, right? 7 more years. Mother got to live in freedom at her own house that she, put her whole life into. And I know for a fact she didn't want it liquidated because of what she left in her handwritten will saying that she wanted to be buried on the property in a gunny sack, right? Does that sound like anybody who wants a funeral or wants this land to leave the family? But I know what's up. And yeah, it's just greed and hatred showing. Putting fake shekels above their own blood. That's evil as it gets. Typical, though. Absolutely typical. And see, the funny thing about it was, I would ask them all the same question. So if the handwritten will had you as the benefactor, would you contest it? Right? They'd say no, of course. But I would accept anybody on there. And I myself was shocked, too, when I saw it. I was like, man, Mom actually was telling me the legit, right? Because she always told me she was going to leave the house to me. I told her, and don't have to. But she did because she didn't want it liquidated. And she knew I would stay. And so when I saw it, I was like relieved. But then I went, oh, fuck. Well, here we go. I am going to get fucking hate for this one. And I was reluctantly, oh my God, well, in order to continue to respect my mother, which I always did, here we go, right? And so I knew it. So by the siblings who don't stick around are always the ones who want to inherit. Yeah. The ones that I like my brother Randy. He's the one who wants it the most, right? He thinks he should be the executor and everything, and even though he hasn't even been in the state ever, right? Abandoned the family ages ago, and has sent nothing but hate, mostly our way. And then recently tried to, act like he's the greatest guy ever. And he called, yeah. So he's super close because they called. Matt, Reg, I was sleepwalk and sleep eat and sleep pee peed all over my sister's room one night. The story is she asked me what I was doing, and I looked right at her with pecker in hand and I said, taking a piss, that's what's it look like. Don't remember any of it. Insane. That's crazy. That's hilarious. Thank you for sharing because, a lot of us don't like to admit these type of things that we do, but it happens, right? Stephen Crumley, but you connect to yourself and when it counted and you gave up everything to help her for the rest of the time she was here. True. That trumps any of the mess ups you may have had, as we all did when we were young. And I believe that too. And I thank you for saying that. That's absolutely true. Um, I know my sister tries to think she was the closest one with mom, even to the end, right? But you don't get much closer than living with the person and cooking them 3 meals a day. How do you get closer than that? Phone call? Yeah. Phone calls are always bring you much closer and tighter together than any type of actual physical interaction or any sharing of food or anything like that, right? Yeah. Matt, I will raid the fridge and eat all kinds of stuff. Never remember any of it. That's crazy. Sleep, eat. Sleep, drinking. That would be a good one. So yeah, enough about my bullshit that I'm going through. But I thank you for all your kind thoughts and prayers, all needed. Thank you for being here. The most thing, need somebody to talk to, and that's always the best thing. I'm still going to be going through it, and I'll keep you posted. I still believe that the court will respect my mother because she is a citizen here. She's a Valley person, right? These other folk aren't. And I also permanent resident. So we're Valley people, right? We've lived here. We're part of the community. They are not. So I'm hoping that, because I've always heard the Valley folks stick together, right? Yeah, and so I'm pretty sure that will predominate. But anything can happen. And so I'm accepting of any and all outcomes. I am not going to, freak out about any of it. So let's go to my Instagram page. Hold on. Let me find where we're at first before we pop onto it so we don't have to scroll through it. It's kind of annoying. And let's see what the hell we got. I think I got a few things that are worth looking at. And a lot of it can be, how I am with the health things. A few of them are going to be the different stuff. There's some funny looking older pictures I want to get you guys' take on. And some, you know how it is. It's crazy, baby. Okay, I think this is the first one here. Wait, no. Let's see what we got. Shit, there's more of that. Oh, fuck. I wonder if we look at this one? Don't think we did. Some crazy. Some of it we can't talk about because, of course, we don't want to get any more strikeys. Okay, right. Let's go. Let's start with this one. This one looks cool. And it's got just so happens to have 666 likes. 666. Okay, look at that thing. Have we looked at this thing before? Anybody? Come back. But this is supposedly some type of nightmare insect. Right? Looks like part scorpion, part what the fuck ever, right? Supposedly striking over and over again. They got the text in front of it, so maybe to hide the CGI, supposedly moving its legs around. You think this thing is real or fake? They're saying they saw this. What are they saying? They've seen it. I can't see it. Oh, Australia, Western Australia. So what do you guys think? Fakey, real or fakey? Real or fakey? Let me know. Oh hell, Grace 4 in the house. Welcome. So good to see you, Farm Girl. Farm Girl in the house. Hell yeah. So good to see you. So good to have you back. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on, but I've been going through it. We got more legal stuff happening here, and we know what nightmare that is. Katrina Refugee, Forrest, welcome. Say, man, I got back from heat. My stomach is not feeling good. I'll try to jump on for a bit for sure. Exciting news for Forrest. He's got his first website up, the Bitcoin calculator. Looks really cool. And see if you pop on and talk to about it. Anybody say real or fake on it? Let's check down. Stephen Cummey, whoa, what? I know, what the fuck is that, right? And I know, right? It's got wings, it's got a tail, it's striking, it's got a proboscis eye. Joey say just Ventura. I talk about Forrest. Yeah. Because he does that great Forrest voice. Stephen Cummey, I believe any crazy insect, Aussie land, insane creatures there. Yeah. Think I'd shoot that sucker. Hell yeah. Logan says fake. The tail gives away bad CGI. I'm gonna have to agree. I think it was fake too. Baby peacock. That's funny. But yeah, I saw it and I was like, I gotta put this one up for the fam to see. But yeah, there it is. Let's keep rolling. Okay, there's a complete rainbow picture on this one. See, somebody's up on a high building and they're looking down over, and you're gonna see a circle of a rainbow. Ooh, is that cool? Is that cool or what? Kind of cool. All right. But no big deal. What are they saying? Okay, nothing really, but it's pretty kind of cool. Looks like a portal, doesn't it? Thought it was cool. So moving on.
Excerpt from a book by the name of Bloody Zion, written by Edward Hendry. If you've been curious about the origins of the...
Okay, here we go. We're talking about strike right here. So maybe we better roll past this one. This one from Brandon Kroll, Krollology 101. Yeah, this is something that will probably lead to problems, so we're going to bail.
Certainly not made for our heads.
Okay,
but the Senesep.
Here's something interesting. Looking at, remember the knights and stuff like that? They would show the different armor, and these ones look like, why were these made with snouts and shit? And this one's kind of funny. Let's take a peek at it.
Carefully, including the goodest boy of all, Saint Christopher. Though they say it was just because of a mistranslation. They depicted Saint Christopher as a dog. Never mind all the others Senesephaly depicted in our history, including at the crucifixion. It really takes the term man's best friend to a whole new meaning, most of the time. Though as you can see, it was clearly not just Saint Christopher that must have been lost in translation. There have been many beings that we shared this realm with. It wasn't just giants, wasn't just Senesephaly, but Blemmy, wild men, and many more. Yet, much like most of humanity's history, we rooted out those that were different. Certainly not made for our heads.
Okay, kind of a trip. They're saying, that the dog-headed folk, legit, right? Real. And it does, kind of begs the question, right? They had so many depictions of things like this. And that guy showed quite a few examples of it. Were there really dog-headed people? It stands to reason it could be, a lot of stuff covered up, like they covered up the giants and everything else. So I thought it was interesting. Threw it out there. See what you guys think. Let's keep rolling.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
What is the primary goal or purpose of Satanism?
Yeah, their purpose is to rule the world.
What was your purpose?
My purpose was to get all the power that I could and to get as high up as I could.
You have explained to us that there was human sacrifice that went on inside of the Satanic Church and inside of Satanic ritual. Can you tell us how this was done?
How did they murder people? All the children's posters that you see that are missing, they're pretty much dead. They have underground caverns in the mountains, and they keep the children and the kids and the women and men there. And then at a certain time in mid-September, October, they take them out, and they're so numb with curses, and they'd also drug them up, and they'd take a sacrificial knife and they'd start from the chest and move all the way down to your abdomen. And then that's how they sacrificed, and they collect the blood and they drink it. When the mid-September through mid-November, they sacrifice babies and nothing but babies because they need the pure blood of the untainted children. I didn't understand what it was like. I just can't believe I'm seeing this every year of my life. I've experienced that, and that was the hardest part for me, is like hearing those babies literally scream and cry, and then seeing their blood flow. It was horrible.
Where did they get the babies?
Yeah, they have mothers.
Wow, right? I mean, this is moving on from part 2 to part 3. This from Good Line TV. Right? Yeah. In order to say, no, that Satanism doesn't exist and stuff like that, right? Very difficult to say that one, because we know it does on multiple different levels. But to hear things like this, of course, this shit really goes on. And I want to get your guys' take on it. And as we know, there's no end to the evils men can commit. And by men, I mean men and women both. And so it's really crazy. We've talked about this before. As we all say, you can ask yourselves the question, how many people you want to kill? And I'll immediately answer none. 0. And everybody usually will. Most normal human beings will do that. But others will pause because they're thinking about it. And, it takes a special kind of person to pull the trigger. And so this is why they give you through training, and when you go into the armed forces, right? You got to be able to pull that trigger. It's like they said on Full Metal Jacket, right? If you hesitate, you will become dead Marine. And Marines aren't allowed to die without permission, as we all know. And so, yeah. There appears to be 2 different types of the human. Those that couldn't harm a fly, and those that want to harm a fly. But of course, we're talking about different situations. Put in a situation like, say, if somebody was coming to kill you or your family, then you might be able to do that extreme thing. But on a normal day-to-day basis, of course, want to avoid it. And so it's crazy, especially when you see things like this where they're just, wow, right? And here we are coming up on September. And they do have that. There's somebody that I know that posts the things for the satanic calendar, so you know what to watch out for. So they'll be kidnapping and whatnot for their blood rituals. Crazy shit, unimaginable. As Grace Force says, so effing sick. I know, right? And I know I try not to cover too much stuff that's too bad, but we got to remind ourselves that these folks are out there. They exist. When we're one of the worst evils I can imagine, absolutely. Steve Cumley, I don't doubt it at all. Something as evil as that is the only logical answer to where and how these demons get and maintain their power, of course, too. And just the sheer number of children that disappear every year. 1 million, right? 1 million, poof, gone, right? How the fuck does that happen? And so this is how it does. And both types. No doubt, right? There are some that can cross both types, right? And like I said, we aren't going to know that until we're put in the situation. If it did come time to do war, I pulled the trigger on everything else on this earth. So I don't think it'd have stretched the imagination that I could and would. And if it came to war, shit, yeah, right? We're all supposed to fight. We're going to be a pussy. But in the day-to-day life, of course, who would want to harm a fly? Loken, Reg, could you re-upload your live streams that got shut down to your BitTube channel? The last one there had a lot of good stuff. You mentioned a cure for swollen feet in it. God, you're right. I should be literally going and downloading my old streams and putting them up on BitChute. That's a really great idea. That is. That could probably be done. before they get struck down, because once they're struck down, they're gone forever. And so that's not a bad idea. I'm gonna have to look into that because I do have an extra 4 terabyte that I might be able to start doing that on. And that is a good idea because, you know, usually when you download from YouTube, it's in a compressed file too, so they'll be smaller. The one that I did download, the Jackstream, was that was well over a gig too, right? So it's not a big, it's a big small file. But the swollen feet thing, I don't know if I ever mentioned the cure, but something that can be done, something I'm doing right now, are the foot pads, the detoxifying foot pads. Now these are just some that they make locally. They aren't as good as probably the ones that you find on Global Healing, little foot pads. And I've been using this because everybody needs it every once in a while, right? I've done them before, and you just take and stick them to your feet when you go to sleep. Sucks the stuff out. I saw an ad for something that was called some kind of ionic type device where you put your feet in its foot bath and it literally sucks it out in real time. And you watch the water turn nasty pus colored, right? Instead of just the foot pads, which do that. And my old ones from last night, are they here? No, I must have tossed them in different garbage. But yeah, they were all nasty looking, of course, too. Sucks all the toxins right out, which especially the heavy metals, which end up at the bottom of your feet, right? And so this is usually what happens when people, their feet are swollen up, toxins have filled up there. That's not the only reason, but you know, one of the most, and that's your lymphatic system backlogging, and so you get swollen. And so that's one of the best and easiest ways is to use the foot pads, suck that shit out, especially right there in the feet, and get you going. And then the detoxifying of everything, you know, taking to the super male vitality, constantly detoxifying, and you'll be much better off, right? As soon as I make this next drummer, I myself am ordering some Paratrex and some Morox powder, and I'm gonna do another colon blow myself. It's been a couple years, and it's time. One more, Reg. Been thinking about picking up the AR-15 on Bud's guns. They're so on sale for $369. Wow, wow, that's amazing. Hell yeah, grab that shit. Why not? $369. Jesus Christ, that's amazing. Look and says thanks. No problem. Always still be able to check out the health videos that you'll see as some of my earliest uploads on this channel. They're still up, and that's why we're not trying to screw around too much here. I want to keep that stuff up for everybody to access whenever they want. Stevens asks what brand. Spend a little more, you can get a reliable rifle. Yeah, you can do a few modifications to it, right? And so right on back to the Instagram. Let's just go ahead and skip past the Satanism one. It's too depressing, but we already know what's going on. So here we go. The Obama chef one. Yeah, we've all heard about this.
Fox News alert. The Daily Mail is reporting that there's something strange going on with the police call logs on the night Obama's chef drowned. In the section where the cops are supposed to write the reason for the call, it was left blank. Could be a mistake, but every other call that night was properly filled out. Police haven't released the 911 call yet or said who made the call, but the logs also state that the call came from an address 2 miles away from the Obama home. But when this story first broke, we were told it came from the Obama's property. We're also finding out the 911 call was made by a woman. And we'll keep you updated on the story and give you answers as soon as we have them. Fox News alert. The Daily Mail is reporting that there's something strange going on with the police call log.
Sorry about that. This from Cosmic Peach Podcast. Julia, very cool person. Always covering this kind of stuff too. She's what they call a conspiracy smoke show, right? But yeah, we all know about this, right? Fishy. No, never. No, they're awesome. They're awesome. They're the greatest ever. Nobody did nothing. But here she's got the different things on it. And, you know, these people come up with the most creative ways possible to leave this plane. And I think they're just ingenious.
Oh, great God. I humbly thank you for inviting me here.
Human, Where is your sacrifice?
What? Oh, you mean, do you want the...
Bring me your sacrifice.
Yes, right away, sir.
The creatures who deceived the humans in the name of God were reptile-like aliens called reptilians. The reptilians liked to eat the animals of Earth and occasionally enjoyed eating human flesh, too.
They brainwashed the Earthlings by using the name of God, when their true intentions were to invade and overtake the Earth.
But this was a violation of the Universal Code, which states that no planet should interfere with any other planet as long as its people live with a spirit of love and harmony.
They cunningly devised a plan that would not breach the Universal Code.
They brainwashed individuals and used them to instigate disorder in society. This gave the Reptilians a reason to interfere. They then intended to have their compatriots immigrate to Earth so they could control the planet before the space police interfered.
Oh, great God. I humbly thank you for inviting me here.
Space police? What? It was going good until they mentioned space police, right? But I mean, look at this. Kids cartoons and shit where they just fucking blatantly blast out the truth in the form of fiction. The Universe Calling, that's from them there. So I thought that was funny. Thought I'd hang on to that one. Yeah, I don't know what it's from. One of those anime types, right? But moving on. Oh, here we go.
满场地的新能源，1万台车。
Okay, this is in Chinese, so we're gonna just cut the audio. But here they're showing 10,000. These are all electric vehicles, all of them, right, in China, and they're just parked in this land and just going to shit, rotting. Why? Because they have to push up the demand for it, and so I don't know. Might be legit, might not be. Moving on. Okay, here's
knowing that we were going to die. Somebody told us that. And if we never knew we were going to die, we wouldn't celebrate a birthday because we.
But isn't it nice to celebrate the day you was born?
I'll celebrate the day I die.
Because you're going to move on to the next path in life.
Yes.
Who influenced?
Both. For example, you had how many birthdays?
Me? What do you think?
Well, I know that you had one birthday.
Yeah.
You were born on a certain day. Absolutely. You had no more birthdays after that. So I don't celebrate birthdays. So that stops me from counting days, which stops me from counting time, which allows me to still look the same as I did 10 years ago, just like that lady said. We came here not knowing that we were going to die. Somebody told us that. And if we never knew we were going to die, we wouldn't celebrate a birthday because we.
But isn't it nice to celebrate the day you was born?
I'll celebrate the day I die.
Because you're going to move on to the next path in life.
Yes.
Who influenced?
Okay, I was just replaying this one because it's interesting. Watch how Prince turns into Chris Cat here because there's a multiple actor.
Both. For example, you had how many birthdays?
Me? What do you think?
Well, I know that you had one birthday.
Yeah.
You were born on a certain day. Absolutely. You had no more birthdays after that. So I don't celebrate birthdays. So that stops me from counting days, which stops me from counting time, which allows me to still look the same as I did 10 years ago, just like that lady said.
No, I do love the philosophy though, right? Everything else is fraud, why isn't death? And it is because we're a mortal being having physical experience, so there's no real death. You might shrug the mortal coil, and they call that death, but it is not, as we all know. And you move to the next plane. So, but I did like the way he turned into a different guy at the end, right? A different one of the other roles he plays, and continues to. But you know, he did say some profound truths there, and they do that. And somebody taught you, somebody told you, hey, you're going to die. I know, I'm going to die. Oh, programmed in. Boom. You will. And then, you know, like he was saying, if you don't believe in aging, you can hold it off quite a bit. and something that I practice myself. And people would say, I'm insane. I'm insane. Well, we got Jesse Ventura in the house. What's up, Jesse?
Hold on, let me turn off the audio on the
Come on,
computer.
dude, Jesse.
Oh wait, no, I need to turn it off on here.
Oh, you got the repeat going?
Ventura.
For us.
I'm the dude today,
Oh,
man.
the dude. Oh, yeah, you got the dude sweater on. I see it.
Yeah.
I see the dude. What's
Yeah,
up, dude?
I don't know why I thought of that, because I thought I had the glasses. I have to wear these glasses because I got the stupid ring light blaring right in my face, and then I don't know.
Oh,
I just like
man.
other kind of dude glasses. I can't
I
see.
don't like the ring light because I like the 2 light shadow effect, right?
Yeah.
And it lights the whole thing up. And I want to have some contrast going on, you know.
Totally.
Says, yeah, if you buy one of my, oh, he's talking about the gun still.
Hold on, I'm gonna get my headphones. I like it
Yeah.
better with the headphones.
Grace Ford, now I love her answer here. She's got a 75-pound crossbow for $100 accurate. No the hell way. That is a great deal. That's a great deal. 75-pound though? Holy bat pee. That's no, you got to know how to pull. And I tried to show one of my buddies how to do it the other day, and there's a trick to it. And those who have shot a bow often know that trick. I'm going to let everybody guess first. I'm sure you know, Grace, but there's a trick to drawing the bow back a compound, especially something of that size, right? Because anything over 65, 68, not a lot of people are going to be able to pull that. But there's a trick to being able to do it. And let's see if anybody can guess it. And we'll give it a minute. But so are you there with us, Jesse? Let's hear some Jesse.
I wanted to comment on Prince 100% what he's saying. And you can drink cervezas as much as you want, but the diet is a bad diet is the worst thing you can possibly do, worse than alcohol or even smoking.
Good. I still love
The
it.
oldest man in the world was like 100. He claimed to be 145. A guy in Florida, and he picked oranges all day, and he was just ate 50 oranges a day and drank 10 glasses of orange juice, and he smoked his whole life and drank and ate sausage scraps. And then
he smoked that sausage.
Yeah, he was smoking sausages. But no, that's true. There was this old black dude that lived in Florida, and they actually interviewed him at.
Wait. Don't tell me. Let me guess. He was a former slave.
100%. Yeah, he came over on a boat.
Told you.
Yeah.
He got to live the greatest life ever, not running around chasing fucking womp rats.
Yeah.
Right.
He came over on a boat and was like all over. He was like in Texas for a while, and then he got freed and went to Florida and like worked on an orange farm or whatever.
Yeah.
And but they had him there's a video of him.
Told him he should die. And so he said, fuck it, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, there's a video of him where they had him at the Apollo launch for the moon landing. And they were like, so what do you think about it? And he's like, man, ain't nobody landing on no moon. How they gonna land on the moon? And that's when they, like
They
took
said,
him
okay,
out
enough of this guy.
yeah, that's when they erased him out of the, history or whatever.
No, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I love that story. That's awesome.
But to be fair,
actually,
like,
I think that though the Chinese guys got him beat, that guy who made 269, right? And so,
oh, dude, probably so, man.
But we're talking about maybe more current and maybe more. Well, actually, that the dude was like, he wasn't that long ago either. That dude 269, and I think he just wanted to die.
Yeah. At a certain point, you're probably ready to ascend.
Fuck yeah, man, dude. I mean, I've been here 9 years. That's enough for me.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so
but I mean, you're proof of that, dude. I mean, everybody says you look freaking amazing for your age, dude. It's 100% true, that thing that Prince was saying, man.
Oh, 100%. I agree.
The more of the things that they put into us when we're kids that you let go of, the better off you're going to be.
I agree with that 100%. And then not only that, but I just got the face brush, and Julia's going to show me how it works. Remember Cosmic Peach? Once I get that,
Nice.
I'm sure this will tighten up a little more too.
Yeah, I need that too. I've been lacking on the dry brushing. I want to look into the face
Yeah,
stuff. I'm
me
starting
too.
to get some wrinkles like up here, and
Yeah,
I'm
I've
kind of
been
looking like a
lacking on the
crackhead.
dry brushing on the body too, right? I got to keep that up too because that keeps your lymphatic system in good shape. But Grace Forrest saying about how to pull the trick for pulling the compound back. This is definitely one of them. Has a spot for your foot, and you can pull it back that way. Yes, they do have those like that where you yard it back, kind of like you would do a crossbow. But I'm talking about pulling it back where you're absolutely in the shooting position as you finish, right? So you're ready to shoot, and you don't have your foot there. And so anybody else will keep it going because that is not the exact thing that I was looking for. Winmore, I used to choose 6-pound recurve at my bow range, a few miles from me. The range set up like a golf range, but lots of woods and animal targets. That'd be nice. That would be so sick. Wouldn't that be cool? Rolling through a fucking thing like that with a bow, you know, like a frisbee golf thing, but you're shooting arrows. Oh shit, there it is. Arrow golf. That would be sick. Grace Forge, they beef heart first time day. Oh no shit. Our sons are all lifting weights and eating healthy kick. Our 18-year-old cooked it. Good. Cooked it. It was kind of gagging, but it did really taste good. Yes, it's acquired taste to get to eat that heart. I mean, I've only eaten heart a couple times, and not for me either, right? I look at it like liver. Yeah, right. What about you, Forrest? You ever eaten heart?
No, man. I was thinking about the local like place that's the ranch that I keep meaning to order like my meat from there, and I haven't gotten around to it yet. They have like beef liver and dude, they have freaking tongue. I think they've got heart. They've got like everything.
Yeah.
I was thinking
See,
about
now
ordering
the only
some
way you're
liver.
supposed to really eat it is if it's something that either you raised or you hunted, right? And they say, you know,
Right,
especially when you kill your first moose, you're supposed to, or your deer or whatever, you're supposed to freaking take a bite of that fucking heart, and you're supposed to do it while still beating.
right.
Right. And that's the man thing, right? That's where you pass on the manhood, right?
Yeah.
I remember one time when my older brother, I mean, back before everybody went completely insane, yeah, the old man brought him out on a few trips, you know, occasionally. And I remember he ate like this halibut heart. And we're like looking at him like, what the fuck are you doing, right? And he fucking ate the halibut heart, and I'm like, oh God, right?
Yeah,
Who eats
man.
a fish heart?
I just got a bunch of chicken. I'm really like, I know I say this all the time, but I'm really like no more junk at all. Like, at least until I get like get a new job or whatever. But the
Yeah.
reason I've decided I'm going to start eating more chicken is because I forgot I used to work at a grocery store and I was the rotisserie chicken, and I had
Cool.
to like cut the guts and everything out. They came with the
Right.
guts and everything still inside of them. And
Yeah.
back then, like I wasn't like as like thoughtful about stuff. I didn't even think twice about it. Like I used to just cut the guts out, the heart, everything.
Right. Well, when I'm out fishing, we're fishing, and I mean, gut and fish. I mean, it's like nothing, right? It's not like anything gross at all, right? It's just gut and fish. But I mean, if it's put into a different context, like see somebody getting in an accident and their guts fly out, right? You know,
Yeah,
that's a different thing. But once you get around, like if you're in a slaughterhouse or something like that, I mean, it becomes like nothing, right? And
yeah,
so, yeah, I agree with that 100%. Um, yeah, the heart meat, like I said, I always thought it was more like liver. It kind of tastes, you know, it's got its own little taste. Matt's kind of agreeing, but he likes it. Uh, Winmore says, yeah, he usually sticks with the beef livers and onions, and I'm like, yeah, right too. I ate seal the other day or the last year, and that's kind of livery too. And uh, I've never been one on eating the organs, I guess. Uh, but I mean, I've had it. And so. But yeah, all that stuff's good for the dogs and stuff like that, as she's saying. But yeah, as far as hunting goes too, I haven't been doing that for a while either. But might have to get back into it, if you know what I mean.
yeah.
Well, hey, I wanted to ask you, what do you think about this Maui thing before we move on to the next Instagram thing? Since that's the headline of the show, right? And then I'm gonna go grab my compound and I'm gonna show these guys how to pull it.
Right. I mean, seems pretty damn suspicious, you know what I mean? I think it was like they're saying that all these rich celebrities have like huge mansions, like just a few blocks away from where the burning is going on. I mean, how does a fire like that happen? There's never, I don't know of any other fire happening like that in Hawaii. All the stuff was super old. Hawaii, I think, it's not like California. It's not all dry. I don't know. Reg would know. He's been there. But yeah, I have a friend that works at the University of Hawaii, one of my oldest friends, and he's 100% like on the opposite spectrum of us here. So he's obviously not the person to like, that would think that it's some kind of, planned thing. But, and man, the natural disaster, I mean, it's like whether it's like man-made by like the powers that be or whatever, or I really think there's like a cosmic aspect to it. Like when that volcano blew in Hawaii, like more and more things. I don't think this stuff is, I think that there is some kind of like cosmic aspect to it. It could have to do with the way the consciousness is on the planet. I mean, as everything's heating, as we get more and more like dissonant, it's getting hotter and stuff.
I think it's that the new supervillain climate change, right? And it was just pissed off at Hawaii and said, "See, I'm gonna prove that I exist."
Of course, right? Exactly.
Yeah,
That's our official position on this channel.
Absolutely, it was climate change, and we need to pay 10 trillion in taxes, so it'll never happen again.
Absolutely.
And so, okay, I'm gonna show you guys how you pull the bow here real quick. This one I have right here, it's not my favorite, it's an old one, but I'll be getting a fresher one. But this one, the reason why it's still kicking around is because it is a hard pull. And I started out on like a 45-pound bow set for 38, right? And so not that bad. You could do it just like you would a regular bow, but pulling it straight out for a compound is very difficult. And here's the trick. Let's see if you guys can see it. I'm gonna step back in the frame so you can see what I do.
There's a public archery range not far from where I live. I need to get myself a bow.
Straight up over your head. Pull it down, and as you come down, boom. Much easier than trying to pull it this way, which is almost impossible on a high set. Something that's set anything over 60 is hard. So you get something over 60, it's almost impossible to pull it back straight like that. And it'll fuck your wrists up and shit. Don't do it. All you do is plant that fuck straight over your head and just pull it down. It fucking happens. And once you get into it, you'll be able to knock the arrow, hang on to it, pull it down. And as you come down, you'll be right ready to go, baby. And so that's the little secret on how to pull the compound. And you're going to need to know that because you won't be able to fucking do it all day unless you know that one. And so it's very easy. Like I said, you can get the main reason is why, because you can lock your arm up here and you're just straight down towards yourself, right? Much easier to do that than, right? Especially if you got long arms like I do. Yeah, it's going to be impossible. And so, and plus to hang, knock the arrow. It's hard you can't get no gloves anymore. Those things that go on your string, so you don't have to wear a glove, right? And those things were awesome. I love those. Can't find them anymore. And so it's even worse that way. But there's other people that say you can snap a little fucking thing on it, a trigger, they call it, snap it on the string. And so that way you're not hanging onto the string. You're pulling back on a handle, makes it a little bit easier. Shit like that, right? But when worst comes to worst, that's all you got. You better be able to pull that bow, right? And so as we all know, on a compound, once you get past a certain point, it kind of gets easy. It's easy to hold instead of sitting there straining the whole time. You get past the strain and blap, it locks in because the cam's hit, right? And so that's what I love about them, the silent death.
Hey man, there's a public archery range like not far from my house, man. I need to get a bow and hit it.
You could probably get one for pretty cheap down there where you're at.
Yeah, I remember looking up the cheap ones one time. I can't remember what the price, but like I don't know. I think the decent cheap one was like less than 200, maybe.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I mean, a decent. I mean, sometimes the last bow I bought, the most expensive one I bought was like 650, right? But I had to start out with. I dropped 350 on a nice entry level one, and man, these things get stolen and shit like that. I've had two of them stolen so far throughout, and then one of them I stored at a friend's house and disappears, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so now I have this one. This one's just this one's kind of a piece of crap, actually. But my mom picked it up somewhere at a freaking yard sale or something like that, and I think it was like $50. And I'm like, well, definitely worth that. And so, but I got to get a better setup myself. Let's see what we got here. Grace is saying, I swear, when the sun turns dark and the stars start falling from the sky, all the activists are going to think it's climate change. No doubt when prophecy starts coming true, for sure. Loken says it looks bad. There are videos of people taking refuge in the ocean because it's on place on fire. Oh, we're talking about Hawaii. The military is also black and splashed from the island. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff going on with that. Fishy. And like I said, climate change is the villain. The pull assist is what you're talking about. Yeah, the little trigger thing. That's awesome. And so, when we're still talking about, he had himself a little bit of a reaction seizure to some pills and alcohol, and so we had to say prep for him earlier and whatnot.
Bad.
What's going on in your neck of the woods now? Tell us about this Bitcoin calculator that you have come up with.
Yeah, man, it's just finally got an app published. It's just a little. I just figured that would be a good
Pop it on the screen. You can present, right?
Yeah, let's see if I can share.
Yeah, pull it up and
okay,
pop it on the screen.
present.
Let's get a look at it.
Let's see, share screen.
And demonstrate it for us.
Cool, you can see that. Yeah, so this I coded this 100% myself. This is the first thing original thing that I've coded 100% myself without any help at all.
Awesome.
Just basically like if I buy $20 of Bitcoin per day for 12 weeks, and you can either put in like your own target price or whatever, and it'll tell you, how much you have, or you just click this button and it'll put the current price in there. Bitcoin's been tanking like shit today. I think it's finally going way back down.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, definitely. It's been super sideways. I don't even really follow this stuff as much anymore. Like at this point, it's just something that I buy $20 every once in a while. Like literally when I have a spare $20, I, throw it in Bitcoin just in case, you know what I mean? Just in the chance that it shoots up. So I've got like maybe $700 worth, But yeah, I don't condone crypto at all anymore. All crypto is a scam. Bitcoin, so far it hasn't been a total scam, but in a way, it just like I said, unless you're like buying it for the super long, just as a super long term like gamble, that anything other than that, I don't really condone. But
okay,
yeah,
now,
you can switch it to months or years. Oh,
you do all the code. That's awesome. You got plenty of room there for advertisements to come. Okay, this is the idea that I was thinking because I checked this out. Remember when you sent me the link a while back? Okay, what if you were to make it like, okay, you enter your things and then you pull the stick and it fucking does a thing like a fucking jackpot gambling machine or something to ring up the numbers. Would that kind of be cool?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I need to like learn more stuff like that. Like we were saying, my other original app, I was just right before I got on the stream, I just kind of came to the acceptance that I gotta just like take that one out behind the barn,
Oh no.
And it's just like I've messed it up and the code's so crappy, like it's been so long. It's like just been barely hacking at it for like over a year.
Don't feel bad because that's usually what has to happen with every freaking first attempt at everything, isn't it?
Right, But I came up with I was trying to think of a new idea for a better app, and I'm thinking like it has to be something where I can get data from like a data source, like the most common one's like a weather app. You get like just like I got the current Bitcoin price, you get the weather. But the one I think would be the best is like a nutrition app, like a calorie tracker type of thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Something that you could put the food. Like if it's chicken, it'll display a little picture of a chicken leg or like, carrots or whatever and tell you the calories. You can
That's
it has
good.
to be
That's good.
something, that gets the data, and then you can save something like get a little, so you could like save your little meal plan or whatever on the app.
Nice.
So
Yeah, pick something that's people always want to know, like the weather. They want to know the weather, want to know what they're eating, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Excellent.
yeah, I need to bang that out quick. Dude, I've been, you ever see people with these little things?
Hold it up the camera a little bit.
This little like stupid
Yeah.
thing.
What is that?
It's
Like
called
a
an
vape?
elf bar. Like,
Oh,
yeah, it's like a nicotine vape.
okay. I thought it was a vape. Yeah.
But like, I'm telling you, man, these, just like people say like White Claw, there's like something in there besides alcohol that's fucking weird. I'm telling you, dude.
Oh, yeah?
There's something
Dude,
fucking
I drink
weird in
White Claw
these things.
sometimes.
Dude, I've never had one, but I've heard people say like, dude, you drink a couple of those and it's like there's something else besides freaking
Really?
alcohol. I mean, that's
Yeah,
just my
you
conspiracy
mean like an
theory.
energy drink or something?
Yeah,
Okay.
some weird chemical. I don't know. That's like a conspiracy, but that's just my
Huh.
little theory. But it's just, dude, these things fuck your head up, man. So I'm trying to get off of these, dude.
Right.
I need to go to your little bugler rolled cigarette method.
Dude. Right here.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. Yeah, like I said, it's a great way to quit. Great way to not smoke too much because you have to roll them. It takes time, and they taste like shit. So you put them out early.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So it's just kind of like a crutch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Winmore's got a comment here. Bitcoin is at a long time standstill. I think it's going to crash. Old technology, super slow transactions. So he's agreeing with you on that. And then everybody's talking about some surgery or broken bones. Oh, the hospitals. Winmore says I invested 1,000 in XRP and XLM, much faster for instant payments. And these are the new ones that will be forced upon us. Right, XRP. I've been hearing that same thing too. And somebody was saying, it's more of a technology than it is a coin. But my whole policy is going to be the same. I'm just not going to get involved in any of it.
Yeah, zoom out on the XRP chart. It peaked in 2018. It hasn't even come close to that price in 5 years.
Wait. Now, did Grace is saying that she has a broken freaking something? What's going on here? Wait. Broken bone? Did I miss something? Let me scroll back. Did you say something? You had a broken bone? Come back on that. I'm not seeing it. Huh. But come back on that and let's re-up on that, Grace. Let us know if you've had if you got the broken bone going on or something. Oh shit, Shadow Mask in the house. You've been a while. Where you been, man? It's an hour and a half in. You ain't fucking hanging around. What's up? Re-education camp was good. I learned that climate change is real and it was caused all of our problems. And all we have to do is pay 10 trillion in taxes and it'll never happen again. Never, ever. So, I'm fully on board. How you doing, Shadow? Toss the invite out and see if you can't friggin' come on board if you want. Well, we still got a few things to check out on my Instagram page. We're only, like I said, hour and a half in. We're doing good.
Did you get the picture I sent you or the post I sent you of like Ari Shafir's ad for the mothership?
God, I think so.
He's got, dude, on the mothership Instagram, it's like Ari Shafir, and he just has a picture of that little cartoon guy that's like, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, right. The Grabbler.
Yeah, the Grabbler. It's like, dude, that's on the mothership Instagram. Like, geez.
Well, there you go. That's what they are. The fucking Grabblers, right?
Yeah.
Fucking dead fucking giveaway total admit. They're admitting it. Oh shit, Train's in the house too. Watching trains go by. Welcome. Good to see you. He says, so are they gonna retroactively bill all the residents now? Ah, good. Now you're thinking for the increase in taxes to save the future. Yep, your house burned down. Congrats. Here's your bill. You're 100% along the lines of our thinking here, and so welcome, and it's good to see you back. Grace, she didn't come back with the broken bone thing. Okay, here we go. No, Reg, no broken bones. Now I just said I've broken a lot of bones. Okay, and they healed with no doctor or surgery, even though they told me, way to go, because you can do it. I did my rib solo too, right? And that took a long time because those are the floating ribs in the back, and it was hard for me to do, but did it on my own. So awesome. That's good. I knew it had to have been something, I didn't miss that.
Luckily, I haven't
Shadow,
broken any
Martin Red,
bones.
you're killing the planet. I know, right? It's all our climate change gases that have done this. We have done this, so we must pay. Absolutely. Okay. Now, what do you got plans for the Bitcoin thing? Is it going to go? I mean,
That's the thing. Like right now, dude, I can only use the free version. It's called an API.
Oh,
That's what they call shit. And so it can only get the Bitcoin price like 10 to 20 times a minute or something. So if more than
That's all?
10 people.
Yeah,
And
that's
the
not
thing
enough,
is,
man.
the free tier, the next tier up is like $100 a month, dude.
Oh, fuck.
And that lets you have like 20 or 50,000 a minute,
Yeah.
But it's like maybe when I get a job, I could do that. But yeah, in terms of like deploying it to be a real app, that's something I'm not sure about. Like I can make a website, where people can go on and buy stuff that doesn't have anything to do with like getting data from another
that's where we've been
website.
going with this. We're gonna get me a website going here pretty
Yeah,
soon.
man.
Where we can work. We can you know what I mean.
Yeah, man.
But yeah,
But
also the picture that you posted on Insta with your doppelganger, that's your brother, right?
yeah,
I
yeah,
knew
that's
it.
my brother back in New Orleans,
Is
man.
that the brother who met the queen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my brother that waited all day to maybe hand some flowers to the queen. She was maybe going to show up.
And he did.
Yeah. He was in
Right on,
town
right
for
on. I
like
knew it
some
was like,
podcast that he listens to with a latte. But dude, I did kind of want to talk about that event I went to for a second. If you
wait. The award.
American Liberty Awards.
The Infowars pat themselves on the back award.
Totally, man.
And
It was
Alex
like,
didn't even bother to show for it.
yeah, all these people flew in from all over the country.
Except for Sam Tripoli.
Yeah, for Sam and Alex, and neither of them showed up. But it's like the dude do you know who I'm talking about? That guy that they call like Dreadlock Alex Jones?
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's like that's the guy
I don't
that
know his name,
organized it.
Matt something or something like
Yeah,
that.
Matt
right?
Baker.
Yeah, there it is.
Dude,
if you actually look at his face inside the dreadlocks and Alex's, they're pretty similar, right?
Yeah.
But that's where it all ends, right?
But man, it's like there's a lot of people there that do this like man on the street stuff for attention. But it's like, dude, nobody's on the street. Everyone's looking at their fucking phone. Like, invest your time into like effective fucking content, like videos, just like going around on the street. Like there was some good stuff. Like my friend presented the award for like died suddenly or whatever.
Right. Okay.
And then like that dude Bryson Gray, that like rapper, like they had some good like musical. Dude, I think Media Bear was there, dude, with his little fucking mask on, bro.
Oh fuck. No, it looked like they had a lot of the hangers on type, right? But you said Dr. Peter McCulloch was there though, right?
Yeah, he was there. That was probably like maybe the coolest person there.
Probably, yeah.
But yeah, like all the awards just seem like the same thing over and over again.
It was just they pat themselves on the back awards is what it was, right?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Like seeing Rex was probably the best part. And Rex, he was like, yeah, man,
right,
like, I've been hanging around. He's like, I've been hanging around InfoWars Studio since I was 9 years old. And one thing about my dad is he's always busy, man. He's always got somewhere to go, some meeting to do. Like, he's just always got somewhere to be,
Right. And so that's the excuse he gave that he didn't show up to the award show.
Yeah, totally, But yeah, like most people, like, dude.
So there's nobody making excuses for Sam?
No, yeah, I didn't hear anything about that, man. And that's the
But he
thing,
was
it's like
supposed
they
to be
didn't
there.
pay anyone to go there, I don't
Oh,
think.
there it
You know
is.
what I'm
There.
saying?
Right.
Exactly. They were
They
just
ain't
like
selling out
that guy
cash.
was just expecting people to like kind of show up like it's like, "Oh yeah, it's the American Liberty Awards. Like why hasn't anybody done this yet? Like don't you want to do your part so that we can have an American Liberty Awards?" And he like blows bongs or something like down in like Pacific Beach in San Diego or whatever. So
Well,
it's
the
just
one thing I noticed about the video when you sent me of Rex, motherfucker's already bald, right?
yeah, dude.
Right? Not even fully, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? Bald. And what
Yeah.
he tried to do like an last bit where he did some Alex thing, right? He sounded like
Yeah.
Alex or something. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he did a better impression, but I didn't get that on video. He did it for
Okay.
longer, but I
Well,
didn't
fuck.
get that
He's
part
his
on
dad. He
video.
should be able to impersonate him for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, but they should take their own products, man.
I know, right?
You know?
Right. I know, right? And they should at least get somebody who fucking looks good to sell the products instead of their fucking dumbasses, right?
Yeah,
I think
man.
they probably got a bunch of spikes in product buys when they had the Rex when he was young with probably some of his friends from high school, right? Young chicks, right? And they probably got a bunch of spikes and buys then, right?
Yeah.
Bull Rider down by the swamp in the house. Welcome, my friend. So good to see you too. Everybody's talking about the cow fart thing. Everybody doing the farts, right? If you eliminate cow farts, nobody would be able to visit India. And the trains said it's like perfume compared to what the locals smell there. That is the truth. I haven't been there personally, but I've heard about it. But I've actually smelled the people that come from India. And if it's any indication, then yes, it's fucking horrifying. Oh, fuck. Loken says he didn't think they noticed if it go missing. Train says, I can't believe nobody has come up with a meme for that cow fart thing yet. With AOC going around sticking her finger in cows' back ends. We know what that means. To save the planet. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad. What do you think? Would you laugh at that, Forrest?
Yeah. Dude, I've been watching Alex Stein's show. I forgot he has like a show on like the Blaze now. It's like
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He made it to the fucking big league, huh?
Yeah, dude.
That's
Oh
what you
yeah,
get for
dude.
fucking going around being a freaking. Well, actually,
Yeah.
it's pretty funny. I got to admit, he has cracked me up on more than one occasion. So
Yeah,
yes.
it's entertaining, but you know, that's what I was hoping he would be at the awards, but he wasn't even there, man. He lives like 3 hours away. But the last thing I wanted to say about that before the last thing, it was a lot of like free the heroes of January 6th, and they had like the January 6th people, like a recording of them from inside a prison and stuff. And it's all like, yeah, you know, you need to go and sign up and pledge your support to the January 6th
And money.
victims. Yeah.
Money. We need money more than anything.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a MAGA event. Totally. It was a total MAGA event.
Wow. Wow. Shadow AOC would be rimming the cow. There you go. That's your meme. Bull Rider ran out accident videos on JTube topping into the Matrix. Yeah. Fuck, we gotta watch out. I've already on one strike here. Well, I think we this is why I was like not even playing everything on the Instagram thing, right? I'm like, I gotta watch out because of, you know, I can't help but to call out the tribe. So I don't want to get baited into saying anything. I'm playing Bo Rider. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's this whole freaking when I saw the previews for this thing and stuff like that, the rewards thing you're talking about, right? I was just like, man, this is more propaganda, right?
Yeah, like they wouldn't go anywhere near. Yeah, it's a controlled thing. They wouldn't go anywhere near like, you know, the stuff that we talk about.
Yeah, for sure. And then, like I said, if they didn't pay anybody, nobody's going to show up, and that's why all the underlings. It was kind of like probably their get out and party night or whatever, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was just in a chant. They had like, you know, a backdrop with like some lady interviewing people in front of the backdrop, just like a chance for people to feel like they're a celebrity, you know?
Yeah, a little fan day.
And dude, 2 people like collapsed fainted during the awards from like heat exhaustion or something. I don't know.
Was it that hot?
It was outside, but like not inside the venue. But the
Okay.
people that collapsed were like pretty unhealthy looking people. But it was
Right.
just weird, dude. It was like maybe
Right.
they activated maybe the Illuminati like activated the nanotech inside of them to fuck with the ceremony. No, I'm just kidding, you know. That's what I was thinking. I was like, damn, dude, maybe they took the juice, the magic
The
magic
magic
stuff.
juice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's try to rampage through a couple of my Instagram things still here. See if we can ramble through that real quick. If you're down.
Yeah. I can do like another 30 minutes. I wish I could say the
Yeah,
whole
that's about what I
time,
want to
but
do too, right? It'll be 2 hours be about right because I haven't
oh,
eaten
right.
yet either or
Oh,
anything.
damn,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Already an hour 40.
Let's rattle through what we can and then talk a little bit more. So let's see what we got coming up here next. Oh, I got to go back to the present because I pulled up. That's right, the Bitcoin one. Green. Yeah, but you know how it is with my Instagram page. Most of them are health, but some of them are like this one here with you know, everybody, we all know him, Mr. William Cooper, right?
Oh yeah.
And so let's hear what he's got to say. Oh,
high level in government who's opposed to the New World Order. Our government has literally been infiltrated, and there's a cancer within our government destroying it, eating it, nibbling away at it, hacking off its limbs.
And you said this started in 1945?
1945 was when the overt destruction began to occur, when Truman signed the UN Participation Act and the United Nations Treaty. It actually began long before that, when these secret societies began to infiltrate the government and appoint their members to important posts.
yeah. Okay, this is one of the ones that we all know. So let's in order to save some time, let's ramble and move past it real quick. Okay, look at this one now. If hoax or real, this is supposedly
That looks fake.
Yeah, right. Magical creature, some giant horse with long ears in front of some old boys and in front of some old stuff. Okay, fake. Okay, there's some other ones coming up that we're gonna have to dive into a little bit more. This one is obviously like, yeah, come on. Okay, this one from Electric Roots talking about how long it takes for gluten to come out of the body. Alcohol is only 8 days, coffee 3 weeks, sugar 2 weeks, meat 2 to 3 months, dairy 3 weeks, and oils up to 6 months, saying that it's more than 6 months to get to gluten out. No wonder why it's
Dr.
a villain.
Wallach is super anti-oils, like all oils. There's like a big debate on that.
Oh yeah, check it out. Oh shit, Stabber's got himself a couple bandaged up fingers the day that the chef disappeared. Okay, what's this? George Soros' house near Long Island. Okay, I don't know. This one probably, I guess this is a drone view of it. Have you ever seen George Soros' house in Long Island, New York? No? Anybody?
No.
But this is supposedly the drone view of it. I don't know why. I guess I saved it just because I guess there it is.
Not bad.
Looks satanic. All right, moving on.
You do not see into reality.
Okay. Now, God damn it, this one is kind of fucking trippy. And so we better just roll through it. This is a weird one. All right. And this is coming from I Am Consciousness 21, something new that somebody else followed that I looked at. So let's just look at it and it'll remind you what it is.
The eyes are black holes and they suck in the light, and then the back of the brain produces the image that you see. The ancients knew this with the cross going back. Here's the sigil of Lucifer. Lucy means light in Latin, and that's why Lucifer is called the light bearer. It just means light. If the image is produced inside of you, that means the universe is a mental projection. This is why the number one law of the Kabbalion is that all is mind, the universe is mental. You and everything in this creation has an electromagnetic toroidal field. Everything is made out of a torus field. The spectrum is an electromagnetic spectrum. This is an electromagnetic holographic projection from within your mind, and we are existing in God's mind. Human, hue equals light. Man comes from word manifestation. We are light beings manifested into physical form. The 5 element. Ment is the mind. Everything exists in the mind. Government, because the mind is the root cause of reality. Let there be light. God thought light into existence. Light is a product of the mind. Low vibrational light turns into matter. High vibrational matter turns into light. This is why the 7 metals have the same symbol for the 7 planets. Because light crystallized gives you the 7 metals. The sun gives you gold. Mars gives you iron. Jupiter tin. They are light in the firmament. The link is in the bio for this PDF. You do not see into reality. The eyes are black.
I think that's on point.
I mean, wow, right? That,
Mhm.
I mean, itself, I heard that and I'm like, now who is this guy? Right? Right? Who is this guy? And I think I have another one from him coming up here. This is this channel, this Instagram page is I Am Consciousness 21, but the guy who's reading it is somebody different, right?
Yeah,
You know how
I
they,
think the Egyptians definitely knew what's up, man.
but this stuff, like I said, it just, wow. I had to save it and share it. Let us know what you think in the comments. Let's keep rolling. This is another one of those rubber suit ones, right? See how they in Hollywood. I mean, this is just a toy right here. Imagine what they have for the reality ones, right?
I
Where
can't see your screen.
yeah, put these people in these suits, like, you know, and make them look like they're all buffed. But keep rolling. Okay, this one, fuck, man. I saved this one. I know I'm gonna have trouble. I just saved this one kind of more. Oh, fuck, I don't even have my screen on. God damn it, my bad. Okay, we'll go back to the rubber suit guy real quick. Sorry, thanks for telling me that. I didn't even totally miss it. But see this rubber suit that this guy's gonna put on? Is that a girl? But see, this is if this is just some fake stuff like they have for kids and fun around. Imagine what they really can put on and make it look real, right?
Oh yeah.
This one right here is like a total pyramid of all the shit. We're here. I mean, we're way down at the bottom, but I mean, this is going to take some zooming in, some time to mess with. I don't
That
think
looks
we
pretty
have it.
far out.
Yeah. Okay, here's a weird one. This is a water droplet experiment. You'll hear the sound changes. We go through it, or we could just watch it, right? Can you see it? They have this water droplet on a piece of metal, and they're running sound through it, right? And this is what's happening to it. It's transforming. Probably hard to see. It's so small, and I can't zoom in the screen. Remember when we used to get full screen out of this shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, you can see that light, the water droplet's gonna. There it goes. There it goes. And let's see what sound that making it do that. Does that look like something? Looks like the Jew Star. No. Didn't it?
I've done a little experiment where you put like salt on like something like a piece of paper or something that can vibrate, and you like hum next to it, and it does start to form into these like symmetrical patterns. Like I've seen it in
cymatics.
reality. Yeah,
Absolutely.
cymatics, absolutely.
Yep. So this one's trippy. Thought I'd save it. Let's keep rolling. Okay, here we go.
Music.
It's another one of this dude. I Am Consciousness 21. So this is another trippy one. Here we go.
The radio, Spotify, Apple Music is all tuned to 440 hertz. 440 hertz shuts off the right side of your brain, which is your feminine side, to do with creativity, intuition, imagination, visualization. This traps you inside of your left side of the brain, which is to do with logical, facts, strategy, science, and memory. John D. Rockefeller, I don't want a nation of thinkers, I want a nation of workers. This is why he changed it from 432 hertz to 440 hertz, which shuts off the right side of the brain to keep you in your lowest state of consciousness, to keep you thinking logically, not critically. This is exactly why he created the educational board, which all countries go by. Education makes you think in the left side of the brain because you're told what to do. You can't create, you can't imagine, you can't use your intuition. Instead of listening to 440 hertz, you want to listen to 432 hertz or any of the solfeggio scale frequencies. These actually rewrite the DNA. They actually heal the body just by frequency alone. There's a frequency for every single illness that exists. Go and get yourself this book. The link is in the bio for this PDF. I'm about to lose this account. Follow the Instagram. Stop.
Just reminded me to download a 432 hertz guitar tuner app.
For sure.
I'm going to see if the mainstream tuner app is tuning it to 440. I bet you it is.
Oh, it all is. Yeah, I mean, he's talking straight truth, right? I mean, they literally switched all modern music to 440
Yeah.
and everything, right?
All
And
this
so,
EDM stuff, forget about it, dude.
oh,
440.
no doubt, no
Yeah.
doubt, yeah. And so, let's rattle through the comments real fast. See if there's something in here, something that's relevant. Trans. Some people have college fund for their kids, saving up for a ticket for the first UFO out of here. That's funny. Grace, college fund. Why? My boys aren't allowed to be indoctrinated. Good. And we're sure as hell ain't paying for it. I know, pay for their own indoctrination, right? Insane. Trains. If this projection thing is true, does that mean I'm responsible for all those people I see at Walmart? No, we're all responsible for the pedophiles who run everything, right? I know, right? But there's certain parts, yay and nay to all this. Watching trains, I do give real answer that won't get me beat up. Good. So there's a few things I can't find anywhere else. Like, yeah. When you got to go into the 7th Hello Walmart, I know I go there sometimes too. We all do. We were talking about that earlier, being stuck into the society we didn't create. We have to get along. I mean, and that's one of the first and probably the strongest links to break is if you could break that, the link in slavery of food and grow or gather your own food, all of that, right? Barter, buy, hunt, whatever. That's the first way to break the links of slavery. I wonder if they could cure impotence with the right frequency. If vibration would work, asking for a friend.
Yeah.
It's a friend of 3 friends. And yeah, I'm absolutely 100% certain that is legit. And you could, just like you said.
Food has a frequency too. All the junk food.
There you go. Your clothing has fuck frequency, right?
Yeah, you got to sleep on cotton.
Yeah, or linen.
Linen, right? Yeah, no synthetic sheets.
Yep. If I can't get linen, so I just use cotton. But I mean, also get out there and ground to earth, lay on the earth. If I can jump in a cold stream, boom, that's going to set your frequency exactly right. Slow boy got home, made a couple ribeyes, nice, fed cat, and now it's bedtime. Okay, have a great night. So glad you joined. I'm glad to be back. It's been a while.
Peace, slow boy.
Yep, for sure. And I got to get back on watching a few more videos and get caught up myself too, because have not been able to do that. Let's grab a couple more and then we'll wind this down. How's that? Sound good? I want to hear some more Jesse Ventura though. I want to hear some Jesse commentary on this one. All right.
I wanted to come on as Howard today.
But... Oh, Howard's not as funny. Howard's not as funny. Yeah. No, Jesse
I don't do it as good either.
I don't know. Jesse
this thing though is ruining my voice.
Oh shit, I know what it's like trying to do a voice for so long, right?
Yeah, I got to get that real grit down in there.
Yep. It is difficult to maintain a voice that isn't, your own regular speaking voice. Doing that's going to put a strain on it. I know that.
Yeah, but this dries my mouth all
so
up.
hard, right? Alex, because you're just constantly going to have to be rattling your fucking thing. Here we go. Okay, here's the one I was talking about. Now look how fake this is. I mean, look at this. What is
that? Looks like a sculpture.
There's a couple more. Right. Oh, look at that one. It fucking looks like a giant tick or a bed bug, huh?
Yeah, these look like.
Look at this one though. This one's kind of freaky looking, isn't it? Fuck is that? That one too looks like some kind of a fucking samurai cap or something. Trippy. What are these things supposed to be done? Supposed to be. I mean, this one almost looks a little bit believable.
The Tartaria people are big believers in that there was like Photoshop type shit going on like 150 years ago. Like they were making fake
I know, right?
Back then. Like when photography was first invented, of course, people were like, "Yo, how can we make fake shit?"
100%. I mean, it was as soon as they invent something, it's made into fakery, right? they synthesize things that make it look like it's real. I agree. So moving quickly.
All right, so here we have a patent.
Okay, this is an interesting one for free energy, right? That there's a patent for a device that you can actually create your own free energy out of the ground. Yay, nay? Yay it, nay it.
Oh, yeah, probably, dude.
Do it? Or go past it?
I could watch it.
Okay, we'll watch it.
For a ground generator of electricity. This is from 1893. So this patent teaches you how to generate electricity without any moving parts. It's essentially an earth battery. All right, so over here is the diagram of how it's set up. We have the cathode, the anode, and the electrolyte. It's going to be in the ground, and it's going to look like this. All right, so here I have magnesium and graphite, and this is what I will be using to create this, my own version of this pad. So it could be just like this.
Fuck his music, Jesus.
I know.
God. But yeah, I guess this guy actually did it. This is from Rip and Row. You see him here. But yeah, this is a guy, I mean, one of those guys using old tech.
And copper is just there to send electricity. Check this patent out. Here it goes. Just type this in Google and you'll find it. If you have questions, comments, and I.
So there he is. He's one of those guys who can understand these things and does that kind of shit. That's totally cool.
Yeah.
I remember.
Great question.
Remember we showed that one where the dude was literally wiring up a tree and getting power out of it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I think late 1800s was when they did a mass fuckery of suppression on all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut out and go to the top and see what might be worth looking at before we cut it. Let's cut down to. There's one on the Hawaii thing. And here's where that chick where we were just at. So we were almost done, which is good. What are you thinking? Hawaii? What else? And Frank Fraud. And so we're already up at the top. So we're close. Let's do a Hawaii one and we'll bounce. How's that? This one's pretty good because it shows the similarities of Taylor Swift and the Satanist.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. This one might be a decent one. Let's see it.
Catholic Church basically went into every town and village, and they
Yeah, this is one where they talk about the Catholic Church murdering all the women.
Said that midwives were the greatest threat to the Catholic Church.
In their control. Let's move on. Let's watch the Hawaii one, and we'll call it good.
So today we're going to give a little update on the Hawaiian fires. Now I want you to look at this footage, and this surely doesn't look like a fire to me. It looks like something almost exploded or something went off. Now what's interesting is certain things are still standing while other things are not. Now,
like the trees. You see these trees
in the background, yeah.
No, right? Oprah's house. No.
The governor did say this is climate change doing this. Interesting.
No, I agree. Climate change, 100%. This is climate change. We are of the climate cult. Yes, we will do it. We will say climate. But yeah, I've looked at some of it. I've even watched the nightly news reports where the guy's walking along and everything's fucking just melted to a powdery ash. And there's a banyan tree with leaves still on it right next to it. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's how fires work now because climate change, has made it that way. And so, anyway, what did you think about it? I mean, have you looked into any of it at all? I've seen a few things that made me realize like, damn, that seems not normal.
Yeah, I've been hearing about it on podcasts. I haven't looked into it much, but I don't need to look into it much. I mean, you know what I think. It's climate change. Wink,
Exactly.
wink.
Exactly. 10 trillion taxes. Train says that one looked like a dust mite. Yeah, that's the one that I was calling a bed bug. Those things we were talking about. Joe Crow, welcome in the house. We're getting close to winding it down here, but the water drop harmonics, they can program MK Ultra style, but harmonics can also break through the brainwashing by oming. People will fight for their enslavement program. Yeah. Multiple comments on that one, Joe Crow. Welcome. Yeah. You're right. The ohm thing can decalcify the pineal gland and stuff like that. And we know that even if you just say thank you to your water, it's going to change the molecular structure so you can absorb it properly. So yes, there's plenty to be done with the frequency. Train says, where did the laser from space thing start? Oh, right. I've heard that one too. That one was more California and the direct energy weapon type theory.
There's another big thing that climate change is causing right now. You can go look on the National Hurricane Center. There's like 3 hurricanes. There's one that's heading like right for San Diego right now, because of climate change, dude. Yeah. Imagine that hurricane in San Diego, dude, because of climate change. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Yeah, right. There's like none in the Gulf. They're all like off the coast of California and Mexico. Like Baja.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, yeah, hurricanes in California.
Oh, I'm waiting for them to get here, right? I mean, we have high winds and stuff like that, but yeah, pretty soon they'll be popping up here, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go work on it if it happens.
So, what else you got going on your radar? Anything coming on? Do you got a prediction for what's going to happen here?
Man, when I saw the thing saying that it's like there's a hurricane headed right for San Diego, like I used to work on hurricanes before I started all this coding stuff. But if it hits, I'm gonna have to work it. I can't imagine the logistics of like having to get a California license. It's complete hell, dude. You have to you have to like have everything like notarized and send it to the government. I know. I really shouldn't.
But I fucked up and applied for one stupid thing in California that one time, and they're still sending me fucking bills over it, right? No, don't do it, right?
Yeah, it's a nightmare to work insurance in California. And like State Farm, like, dude, I heard like State Farm stopped insuring people in California. Like all the big insurance companies, you can only get ghetto insurance in California now.
That's true.
Even if you're rich.
Yep. And so it's not even going to pay off anyway. So why even fucking pay it, right?
Yeah.
But that's the scam. That's the whole fucking scam. Farm Girl Grace Forest, she's saying just like the fires that started Canada simultaneously. Yeah, we remember that.
Right.
Yep. And so yeah, same thing, same exact thing. And so yeah, for months now we got Joe Crow saying today got attacked by people fighting for their enslavement. It was wild, man. Yeah, they will, and that's true. And that's why I said, they'll literally fight to stay in the matrix, right? Literally, I mean, they start swinging. So let them go. Time to let them go. But what else is going on there in Texas? Anything big coming up in Austin that you're going to go check out?
Actually, I think it was tonight. The dude Klaus Schwab Jr. was having an event. Illuminate.
No way.
Yeah, he's a guy. He's fake, obviously. You seen that guy? Klaus Schwab Jr.? No, he's fake.
Nice.
No, he's doing it at the Vulcan. He's like this guy that's I'm Klaus Schwab Jr. So I would like you. Would you like for my snuff film? I'm trying to make snuff film.
No, that sounds fun. He sounds funny.
He's actually funny. Eddie Bravo loves him, man.
Oh
but I think it was. I thought it was this weekend, but then it said. I think it said the 16th. I think it's tonight. I can't afford to go anyway, but it's called Illuminate Confirm, and it's like a comedy,
that's
show.
Good. Dude, I'd go. That shit had me laughing already, right?
Yeah. But yeah, you should look up Klaus Schwab Jr. He is pretty funny.
For sure, that is funny. Dude, a friend of mine, my buddy who's staying here now, see, he's kind of camera shy. He didn't want to come on, but he is getting ready to go to Fairbanks. But he turned me on this thing, and he sent me the link. I don't know if I can pull it up, but it's so fucking funny. It's a puppet, all right, and it's a guy who did this fucking ventriloquist dummy puppet thing where he's a rapper and he's just it's all Satanism, right? And it's comedy too, right? The guy's like, man, I don't know why he went to the dark side. I raised him right, and shit like that. It's a black dude, right? And a black puppet. It is so motherfucking funny. I was laughing my fucking ass off. I'm gonna have to figure out how to pull it up next time or something like that. But see, this is, I'm just saying, this goes to show a successful model for, the puppet thing. If you just grab your niche, right, which he happened to do. I guess this is from a long time ago too, right? Have you ever heard of? Let me see if I can pull up the thing real quick. I can't remember what it was called even, but he was just showing it to me out of the blue, right? He fucking shows me his phone, and I'm like, what the fuck is this, right? And it was so funny because I mean, I don't like rap, but it was funny enough to where I was listening to it, right? And let's see, let me scroll up. Where the fuck is it? Oh fuck no, he linked it to my fag book. That's where it's at, and I can't do that, but I'll figure it out. And we'll pull that up next time or something. We're at 2 hours right now, and so it's a pretty good time. We had a good time, huh?
Yeah, definitely good stream.
Yeah. And so, what do you got coming up with the coding thing now?
Nothing. I think I just need to crank out like that, something like that nutrition app. I need to like crank that out, and then, then I'll have 2 like legit apps. That should be enough for me to like apply to a job. I've also got to keep in mind, like, I didn't get into this to work for a big fucking tech company my
Oh,
whole
fuck,
life.
we know
You know what I
that. We
mean?
know that.
Right. So I'm gonna have to do that at
Oh, no, I
first.
expected you're going to Google tomorrow and saying,
But yeah, I need to like get, start working on some freelance stuff, like a
okay,
website for your stuff. I've been thinking about it.
I'm glad you
And
brought that up, though. Now, is Google making a 15-minute little mini city in Austin?
that's what Austin is, dude. It's
Okay.
the ground zero of like live, work, eat, play.
I remember
All
there's
in.
Tesla there too, right?
There's what?
Because I was talking to guys who work for Tesla when I was staying in the hotel when I was in Austin.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
Tesla
Facebook,
workers there.
Apple
You
has a
got
huge
Tesla, you got
campus.
Google, you got Apple, you got the gangs
Yeah.
all here.
Yeah, I live like 15 minutes from Google in one direction, Apple in the other direction, Tesla in the other direction. Samsung's building this insane factory. I live 5 minutes from the Samsung plant. Yeah.
Wow.
And there, dude, there's like weapons contractors in here.
Oh, that's
like
what I was just gonna say.
defense
Samsung makes that automated machine gun, right?
Yeah.
It sits on the North Korean border, supposedly, right? The automated fires at the
Oh,
target.
right. Yeah, because Samsung's Korean, right?
It is.
Yeah, man.
And so, fuck, dude. Yeah, shit, piss.
Yeah.
All the elements are there for it. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, Austin is like the model for the 15-minute city, man.
And it's funny because they made it like, I mean, I liked it. I was there. I had fun. I liked the whole candy store aspect of it. And so, yeah, it's going to fish them in.
Yeah.
How about the homelessness? How's it going there? How's that going?
I tried to go to the public library to work on my thing. You couldn't even there's freaking homeless people with all their shit sprawled out all over the floor in every freaking section of the library, dude. Because it's like summertime with the heat, It's not as bad when it cools off. Then they go back outside. But yeah, dude. I went in the bathroom. There was a guy looked like he was heating up a spoon or some shit. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
No way. You ready to juice up?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man, it's crazy. And I'm technically in Austin right now, but the new place that I'm supposed to move to is like in Pflugerville. So at least I won't be outside. And it's like kind of getting surrounded by like development or whatever, but the downtown part's like still like pretty Texan or whatever.
Yeah. No. Well, okay. Now let's get to the regular. How much is gas a gallon?
$3.50.
$3.50. I'm looking
Maybe
at
more right now.
here. $4.34.
So yeah, it's $4.34 in Alaska. It's $3.50.
Yeah, where we produce the oil and you produce the oil, we're high, right?
Yeah.
What about burger? How much a pound of burger?
Dude. Oh yeah, the meat went up, dude. Like it used to be like $6.
See, that used to be dirt down there because of the cows, right? I mean, steak was fucking cheap. You get the giant steaks. I loved it, right?
Yeah.
Because I was
steaks
I didn't
ridiculous.
From those guys that were grilling at the fucking hotel there were fucking badass.
Yeah.
But no, $9 a pound burger here, and I don't even fucking look at the steaks, right? Because no sense in it.
Yeah, me neither. Exactly. I can't even think about getting steak, man.
Yeah.
And now that local company that I'm talking, it's called K&C Cattle. They're like about an hour southeast of Austin, and their stuff is actually cheaper than the grocery store.
See, I'm wearing my Texas hat, dude.
Yeah, dude. I remember. I forgot. I remember
that at Buc-ee's.
dude.
Remember?
Yeah.
Buc-ee's.
Yeah, they're building Buc-ee's everywhere too. They're building them in like Colorado and Tennessee. Actually, the biggest Buc-ee's is owned by the Cherokee Nation in Tennessee or North Carolina.
That's
they're at least part owners or something.
Cherokee people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so right on, we'll go ahead and wind it down then. I want to thank everybody for joining. It was awesome. You want to hang around for a little Jetson call after?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we could do that. Wrap for a minute. Thought Shadow might have came on here, but maybe he's saving it up for next time. Probably out of practice anyway, because I haven't been on in so long, right? With his zingers and all. Jane says, send away birth certificate his pocket one is wearing. Yeah, you're gonna have to have one of those. That's what's holding up my buddy right now to get his weed permit is the birth certificate, because you got to get the ID and then blah blah blah, right? And so they took the money. But yeah, of course they're gonna take the money. They said I need somebody. Yeah. It's always going to be another story. Even though I sent them a required ID to prove who I am, I can't get unless someone from the Matrix says I exist. I know, right? That's the whole capture of the whole, legal thing, right? Grace Farm goes, so my brother gets out of prison in 2.5 months. Oh, congratulations. Keep him out. It's most people, I mean, it's a revolving door thing. I know personally, right? Is a fraction of a percentage that makes it and stays out, right? And the main thing is to realignment with some self-esteem, realignment with family or culture is some of the biggest thing, right? And get him working and creating with his hands so he can feel the self-esteem and the manhood part aspect of being productive and helping and that kind of thing, right? That is going to be the success. Says he was on the phone today and got called into complete lockdown. Yeah, that happens all the time. Told me I was on the National Guard, came in with guns. Yep, they're training them. They're training him. Dude, they used to do shit like that too, right? And then of course the dumb fucking prisoners talk like it was before Y2K. Y2K was coming up and they're saying, "Oh, they'll just gas us. See those holes up there? They drop canisters and we all die." Right? It's like, that's more propaganda, right? It says it's weird. It changed his life completely. Asking for prayers. Yeah, absolutely, and we will.
Absolutely.
Let's do one real quick. Creator, come before you with love, honor, and respect. And we ask for the angels of strength and healing to go out to everybody who's hearing my voice, and especially to Grace For's brother in prison, because they need that. They scramble your mind in there, and they need angels to clear that out for them. And we thank you in Jesus' name. Boom. We have truth. Much love, everybody. Praying for good results for me. Thank you so much. Yes, I believe that the will hold strong, and that my mother's wishes will be respected, and I'll be able to carry on, her legacy rather than see it liquidated. Loken, thanks for the stream. Nice to see y'all. Hope you can re-upload that video. They're taking down BitChute. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna start to try to grab some of them and download them. That's a good idea. Thank you for bringing that up. Matt says, thanks for the text message. It was good catching live. Yeah, for sure. I'll always keep you guys updated, everybody who have the number 4. And it was so good. Thank you guys so much. This helps me a lot, right? I get to talk to real people. And so that's awesome. We thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you guys again. I'm going to be back here Wednesday, YouTube willing. But you know what I mean? Big love. There's still time to boost your immune system now. Get some of those products you're going to need. Like she's saying, Living Defense was out at Bill Hicks's place there, InfoWars. And so
yeah, a lot of their good stuff's been out for a while.
So, but still, as soon as I make this next deal, right, I have to get some Paratrex and some oxy powder myself.
I just came off a 10-day straight oxy powder.
10 days, nice.
I've been
You're feeling good, aren't you?
Yeah. But my stomach was like kind of getting really crazy today. Yep. I got to take a few days off.
There you go. There's a proof right there. Force's testimony. Yep. Oxy powder and the Paratrex is what you're going to need. Make you feel better. And even just, go out and have some fun. It's going to be, days soon where maybe you're not going to be able to do that. So have some fun. Enjoy the last of the summer. Give somebody a hug. They're going to need it. God knows we all need one. And I'm going to catch you back here next time. And I look forward to seeing you guys all very, very soon. Big love. Forrest.
Peace, everyone. Peace out.
Give them a little, that's what I was saying. A little bit of, how about some Jesse on the way out? Or wait, do the Howard. Let's hear the Howard.
The Howard. Well, I was going to come on and just letting you know, I was just reading the protocols before I came on, That's what I do. I look at the protocols. Oh yeah, make sure I'm, make sure I, do my part to, sodomize the GOYs,
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on
for the movement, Yeah.
But you can pull it out. You do both those guys so good. You got their cadence and stuff down. So I know you can always do it. Anyway, big love, everybody. Looking forward to seeing you again. And we'll see you here next Wednesday. And who knows, maybe a Jack stream might be coming. Big love. Cheers.